And here we go. Let's go through the tale of the tapes. This is the big one. Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. Teofimo Lopez 22-1, whereas Shakur Stevenson is 24-0. Teofimo, 28 years old, 5'8" with a 68.5 reach, going up against Shakur Stevenson, who's also 28, 5'7", and a 68 reach advantage. Shakur stepping up in weight divisions for this one, and potentially you could argue he's stepping up in levels, but what a fight this is. I mean, a real clash of styles. Lopez seems to fight in them bursts. He's rough and ready, whereas Shakur's just a slickster, and we'll see what prevails in this one. Both men holding the centre here at the beginning of the fight. And this, honestly, to get this so early in the year, what a fight, what a card. We've got Adame versus Williams on that card as well. Jarrell Miller out on that card as well. Real good card, but the focus is all on this main event. Not much in it. Oh, until then, big shot by Teo, putting Shakur down, and he's up quickly. I did not expect that. But this is nothing new to Teofimo, and that might be the difference here. Teofimo has been in them big fights before. Obviously, he stepped in with the likes of Vasily Lomachenko, George Kambosos, Josh Taylor, and most recently Arnold Barbosa. Some of them he's kind of, but the Vasily one, he looked amazing. He looked so good in that fight. Looked okay against Sandor Martin, looked good against Josh Taylor, and he is a man. First round going to Teofimo there. Only on 2 of the scorecards though. Opening up that 6-point lead though. But before the season started, I thought this was one of them fights where Shakur probably wins every round. He don't get caught heavy in. So we'll see if the C64 simulator sees it the same. That's the way I'm seeing it. But you know, Lopez, like I say, he's been in them big fights. I'd say this is somewhat new territory for Shakur. He's beaten in a few big ones. The Pager last time out was a good one. He fought Josh Padley before that. Now, he got the job done. I really wanted to see him kick it into that next year. I feel he could have got Padley out a little bit earlier in that one, but he didn't really step on the gas. To me, the highlight victories for Paul Stevenson has been Jamal Herring and Oscar Valdez. They were 2 really good wins, especially the Herring one, because he was a tough guy coming off the win against Cole Frampton. Let's see what the scorecards say here. Where are they going? Two to Shakur, 1 to Lopez. So we've got a 2-point fight at this point going into the 3rd round. Teo getting it in that first round with a knockdown. Shakur closing the gap with a good round there. And he's really seems to be putting on the pressure. Oh! And he's caught him and put him down. But yeah, Shakur got that win against Jamal Herring. Then he also beat Oscar Valdez, who's a real good name to have on your record. But then since then, it's been a bit just guys I'm not too familiar with until Josh Padley, but I know Josh Padley, obviously from the UK scene, not a guy we typically associate with world level boxing. Good round this for Shakur. Should put him into the lead. And but the Williams Cepeda one, real good, and that was the best I've seen Shakur looking. And if he takes that into this fight, we have got an amazing fight in our hands. It's just, can Shakur step up in weight? Because he wasn't a big puncher in the weight class below. So it's going to be interesting to see if the punches have the same effect. I kind of think maybe Shakur will look really good. He'll pit-a-pat with the punches, but ultimately Teo will feel, I'm okay with that, and he will just keep walking it down and eventually find a way to get Shakur out there, is what I think, or put him down a few times on the way to a points decision. That's the only way I see him winning on points. But what could be next for these guys if they win? There's some good fighters in the division, you know. We've got this will be a light welter, won't it? Let's have a look at the rankings. Let's see who else we've got out there. I mean, there is a chance, I think. Oh, Teofimo has gone down again. Shakur really getting in top. Very lucky there that the round went, because Shakur may have got it ended, and he's feeling the power here. I'm saying he might not be able to, the power might not translate. That's not the case with the simulation. Shakur getting it on 2, Lopez getting on 1. We've got a 10-point fight, so Shakur starting to pull away. But the big fights in the division, Richardson Hitchens probably the one they'll look for. Or Gary Russell is another option, unification that would be, or obviously the UK's Dalton Smith. That would be a really interesting one. Dalton against Shakur would be real fun. But Dalton against Teofimo would be real fun, but I think the slick style of Shakur, and Smith's a good hand as well. That would make for a real fun matchup. Adam Azim, in the fights I've seen, Adam Azim's up there. Meant to be out this weekend as well, but that's been cancelled. Both men getting injured. But it'd be interesting to see Azim get back in, and then is that a route he'd take? Because he seemed bigger than everybody, Adam Azim. In the fights I've seen, he looks like he's got half a foot on everyone. He looks thicker. I really don't know how he makes the weight. And obviously with Shakur stepping up, I think that's another round for Shakur there. See the scorecards come in, but that would be a real test, Azim versus Shakur, of size versus skill. And Azim's got skill as well, that's not the point I'm trying to make, but would his skill and his size together be too much for Shakur? That would be interesting to see. Scorecards are coming in. 2 to Shakur, 1 to Teo, but only by 1 point, increasing that lead even further. But there's also the option of either Shakur stepping back down to lightweight, or one of the lightweight guys coming back up, because there's some big names in that division, and whoever wins this, I mean, they already are super fine level stars, all of them, without doubt. But there'd be the option for someone to step up and take that superstar fight even after this, and that'd be even bigger. I mean, he's got other trouble going on. But, I really liked Abdullah Mason. He looked really good against Sam Noakes, and I really would love to see that fight again, no doubt. I think that should be the next fight. That was really interesting. If Noakes doesn't get the cut, can he do something different? Because that was a good, fun, entertaining fight to watch. You obviously had Maratala against Cruz, with Maratala getting the win. Well, I wouldn't say that's a super fight, but I would love to see the young Abdullah Mason taking on the young Shakur Stevenson. I really think that is all about the fight IQ in that one. Again, oh no, Teo actually getting that round by points. He gets it by 3 points on the judges' scorecard, and Shakur getting it on 1 on the other two. So that's actually a win for Teo, despite all the judges going with Shakur. But yeah, Abdullah Mason against Shakur, that really screams to me this is the next generation of boxing. You know, and that would be fun. I mean, you could easily do the same thing with good shot there by Shakur, with Floyd Schofield and Abdullah Mason, and no one has to move weight classes. So maybe that makes a bit more sense. But that's definitely a fight for the future right there. Abdullah Mason against Shakur Stevenson. Win, lose or draw this next one, 100%. So yeah, Teofimo putting down Shakur. I don't know if he's got up there. And I don't think there'll be enough time in the round for him to kill it. But that was very close there, very, very close. We're going to go to the judges' scorecards again. And Teofimo may have just turned this fight on his head. Yeah, 2 go in by 3 points. So Teofimo starting to turn the screw. What can he do? Can he get the win? It is now a 6-point fight. This has got real close all of a sudden. Shakur was starting to pull away, but he's starting to push Teofimo back again now. But you know, this is kind of what I see for the real fight, that Teofimo's power and roughness might be the difference. Not that, look, I think Shakur can get down and dirty, you know. He gives me that feeling, although he's got that sweet little looking face. He's got a lot of brothers. I think he's tough boy. He was wobbled a bit there though. And again, Teofimo landing some shots, but Shakur's landing too. But the power difference seems to be with Teo. There's about 4 on the bounce there where he has visibly moved Shakur. He won't be able to keep taking them and staying on his feet. And I think that's it for the round. Another good shot towards the end of the round there by Teofimo. For me, that's another Teo round, and we're getting really close coming up to the home stretch. Let's see if the judges agree. You can never be sure with the judges on this game. Never be sure at all. Come on. But 2 have gone for Shakur and 1 to Teo, but only by 1 point. And I mean, Teo had him rocking in that one, so that was funny. Oh! Big knockdown, up and down. Early in the round as well. A lot of time for Teofimo to capitalise. Shakur is just standing there as well. I think he's hurt. He's not recovered yet, I don't think. Teofimo right to keep putting it on him. I think he's going down again. No, big wobble. big wobble. I thought Shakur was going down. Somehow he stayed up. Still 25 seconds left in this round. Hit again. Down again. Down heavily. Up again. I can't believe he's got back up. 15 seconds. That's enough time to end this round. To end this fight. And he has. That's got to be it. That has got to be it. He's not getting up from that. Your winner is Teofimo Lopez. That's the C64 prediction. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. We'll be back with more.